Hi, I'm Rob. This is Katie. You're watching Cara Compares, and today we're comparing pumpkin flavored creamer. Let's get started.
Wow, that was so fast.
That's what I wish you wouldn't say.
Oh.
Anyway. That's our introduction.
Oh, I liked it.
You liked it? Okay, cool.
It was snappy. What do you guys think?
It's faster. Let's do this. All right, cool.
It's faster.
Are these good? I don't know. Let's try them.
As people that like to drink their coffee black, it's
Weird? Not blasphemous, but just weird.
No, I don't usually gravitate towards any creamers or milk or anything like that. But I do like pumpkin flavored things, and I do like the spooky season. And
that is an understatement. You love the spooky season.
You know what? Halloween is every day for me, so
That's
it's
true.
fine. But we were at the store the other day, and they just had these lined up next to each other, and they also had the Kroger brand, but as you know, that they haven't had the best track record for us, so
rather than spend $4 on something we know we're going to throw away.
Pretty much, so we have 3 different varieties to choose from, and how are we going to test them out? Are we going to have them like straight first? Because that just sounds kind of gross.
I mean, we can always sip it, I suppose, if you want, but
yeah,
I mean, we'll pour a little bit into these. Probably pour an equal amount, approximately. Yep, we have.
You can't even see because it's clear, but
they'll be able to see what stuff's in it. We have a couple of clear mugs that we'll, I think, pour these into first. Pour the coffee and a bit of coffee on top of. The strength is going to vary. Like we could measure this out exactly to see. We'll pour them out kind of evenly, I think, within the mugs to see if one's stronger than the other. But generally speaking, this is a 2-taste kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. So what do we need to know? Is this the order we're going with?
Yes, so this is chronologically speaking for like how the age of the companies. So.
Should we like rapid fire these drinks, or should we do one at a time? What do you think? Like describe them now, and then sip them
now
together. Okay, so we'll try them all together, kind of close together, because it'd probably be very similar.
I think like pumpkin spice. What's it gonna have? Cinnamon, nutmeg, some clove, pumpkin, and sugar.
So what do we know about Coffee Mate?
Coffee Mate has been around since 1961, but I think it was more the dry variety that they had. You know, like the powder.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
so
that stuff's really nasty.
I mean, it was kind of revolutionary for the time, right? Because it was kind of dairy-free,
powder
right?
Milk. It was dairy-free?
Well, not always, because I think they were one of the first to have, I think, like, the dairy-free options. I could be wrong. But they've been around since the 60s, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were one of the first to dabble in that.
Fair enough.
They also have an oat milk, a coconut milk variety, and an almond milk. So if you are someone who can't handle any kind of lactose, try one of those. What's weird on their tagline for their website, it says real milk and cream from cows not treated with added growth hormone. But then they have a little caveat about there's no.
But they're except for the ones that are.
No, it's just like how a lot of milk products have that.
Yeah.
They also have a recipe kind of section of their website for you to use like your creamer products in, like cappuccino, cheesecake, and other things. I mean, it could be good. Because I was wondering, like, again, we drink coffee straight.
Yeah.
This is a lot of creamer to have to go through in like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
So we may have to get creative. That's basically it. I don't know when the natural Bliss line came.
It's a whole
line came out, but yeah, they have that.
Okay.
And Coffee Mate is owned by Nestle. So if you have
no surprise there.
Problem with that, maybe don't buy that one.
Did you know our natural pumpkin spice flavor is cracked from a blend of spices and real pumpkin for a cozy fall morning? Oh man, your pumpkin spice flavor is flavored like pumpkin spice. Okay.
I mean, there's only so much they can say, I guess.
What about International?
International Delight has been around since the 1980s. Supposedly it was the first flavored liquid non-dairy creamer that they had.
Is this non-dairy? Or they had non-dairy?
They had a non-dairy one, or they still have some non-dairy.
Okay.
They have more than 20 selections, and they are owned by Danone? Danone? D-A-N-O-N.
The yogurt company.
Well, so yeah, they're the ones that own like Activia, Oikos,
which we already knew.
Evian and Silk.
Evian?
Yeah, they have like a whole water. I don't know why.
Whatever. These are the ones that ran the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody Dannon giveaway where you got to hang out with Zach and Cody.
Oh, maybe.
Right. Yeah, that must be them. Anyway.
And that is all I have about that.
So really, we don't know anything about them.
No,
that's fine.
So the larger companies, again, we've seen this.
No personality.
There's not a lot of personality. For Nut Pods, they have a lot because they're relatively.
That's a terrible name, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be like almond and like coconut, and so that has been around since 2013. So it was founded by a woman who was like pregnant at the time. Like, so she was starting this whole company while she was like, I don't know, like 6 months pregnant or something like that.
That's a thing to be like. Was it one of those situations where she's like, I'm craving building my own company?
So she was like traveling, I think, in like Lake Tahoe area or something like that, and she was really trying to find a non-dairy creamer, and she couldn't find it anywhere.
That sounds like one of those things like a pregnant woman was like, I really desire non-dairy creamer right now. You don't even have coffee. I'm drinking non-dairy creamer. Find it for me. It's 2 a.m.
So she needed it, and she also wanted stuff without all like the extra bits and bobs that they put into things. So she actually started her company with a Kickstarter.
Oh, neat.
So that's really cool. So it's an almond and coconut blended creamer. And then a handful of years later, so in 2015, they started showing up in like some stores in Seattle. 2016, they were awarded the Whole30 kind of like certification.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
So it has something to do with like Whole Foods and stuff like that. And then they are also available for purchase on Amazon.
Oh,
so right now they're in about 15,000 stores in North America. But if you,
I can't even imagine that kind of production manufacturing.
I don't know, but you can get it online if you wanted. So compared to these, which are purely plastic, this is made of recyclable material.
It says the plant pack contains FSC certified carbon board and plant-based plastics that are certified via a mass balance system. Mm-hmm. For more info, visit nutpods.com. There's also, if you have something to say, nutpods.com/hello, which is kind of a cute way to be like, it's cuter than being cute. Like, for nutpods.com/ like, tell us what you think, or like, opinions or something else. Hello is cute.
No, their whole website had a lot of personality. I mean, it's
plant-based plastic though. I'm curious what.
Yeah, I don't know, but so supposedly they're, if memory serves me right, on their website, they're one of the first in like the North America to use that kind of a packaging.
I mean, I was gonna say right off the gate.
That was the other thing. When we were in the
more.
store, we were like, "Oh, that's interesting packaging."
So well, I like it a lot more for a lot of reasons. Also, if it is more biodegradable, because these are going to sit around long after humanity is dead, which is problematic.
Yeah.
But pumpkin spice. This is a special edition. Sip your way into fall with the warm autumn flavors of Nut Pods pumpkin spice creamer. I created Nut Pods because I couldn't find a rich and creamy, unsweetened, dairy-free creamer without the unnecessary additives or added sugars. Happy sipping, Madeline, mom, and founder. She's not my mom. My mom's named out Madeline.
No, but her whole thing, so it's vegan, it's kosher, it's certified gluten-free if that's important to you. Did it have to be all those things?
Is she vegan, kosher?
It's non-GMO. I don't know. I mean, it's probably just trying to have an untapped market, because for some reason, it's so sad that you have to say something that it has cream in it. Why does there have to be gluten or be like produced in a place that has, gluten allergens or things like that? So, she's just checking all the boxes.
And it gets weird too, because stuff that you would think is a thing is like, for example, drumsticks, ice cream, not ice cream. It's actually not ice. There's not enough dairy in it for it to be considered ice cream.
Yeah. So then, what is it?
What is it? What is this thing we're actually eating? Because one, delicious, but but also it's supposed to have like whatever they do makes it melt.
It doesn't
less,
melt as fast,
which
or
is
something.
Probably a problem.
Probably. So we'll see.
Anyway.
And this is the only one that is the dairy alternative that we got, and it also has no sugar.
That's true. So of these, you're looking at 35 calories. For those of you that are health conscious, 35 calories, 10 calories. Fat is going to be 1.5, 1.51. Carbs, and this is for a tablespoon each, of course. You're looking at 5 grams, 5 grams, none.
Wow.
None. Basically no protein in any of these. And sugars, total sugars, we're looking at 5 grams, 0. So for those of you, and I'm going to do that thing that people do, it's I am carnivore now. For for temporarily. You know, these would absolutely be not available, but this, you know, if you're not, it's not, depends on how strict you are. This would be passable. So I could see myself using this if it's good. If it's good, that's probably unsweetened and dairy free. That's interesting.
I also just like the little pumpkins on it. It just looks so cute.
It does. Okay.
So anyway, I'm most excited to try the nut pods. I feel like at some point in the far past, we've definitely had it.
Oh, we've definitely had
delight.
that, the natural delight. Anyway,
So
are we ready to get started?
Yeah.
Let's do this. After this break. Would you like to do the honors?
No.
No? Oh.
No.
I'm talking about the plunger.
Oh.
Oh, because you usually
Yeah,
like
no, I like to do that. Okay.
So we use the French press. Now, here's the thing. We're not selective about it. We are selective about our coffee. We've tried a bunch of different coffees. Maybe we'll do an episode specifically about coffee. We've done an episode about instant coffee. Shadunk. Up there. But that's the sound it makes. Shadunk.
It's a very
distinctive kind of sound.
Yeah.
But we've done an episode about instant coffee. We haven't done an episode about other ground, whatever, coffee, regular coffee. So we always do the French press, one, because this way we don't make too much coffee.
I don't think that's a problem, but I mean, maybe for my wallet.
For your wallet and also for probably your heart with all the vibration. I'm so anxious. I wonder if it was the 8th cup of coffee I had today.
I just like it.
I do too. That's why I like it for the taste, not the caffeine, because the caffeine it kind of calms me more than anything else.
Yeah.
So I actually just like it for the taste. Anyway, but decaf in this house is blasphemous, apparently.
I can taste the difference, okay? I don't know.
The same way your mom can taste the difference in mercury with fish.
No, it's not
Sorry,
mercury. She says she tastes iodine.
Iodine? Iodine's good for you. Anyway, but we're actually using Dunkin' Donuts ground French vanilla coffee. That's our go-to.
But to be fair, I think that will go well with
I do think it'll go well.
these because, I mean...
You can absolutely get precious about the kind of coffee we're using and how you get the best. It doesn't matter. Like, this is the coffee we like, so we're going to take the thing that we like, we're going to add this stuff to see how... It is our control. And we're going to see how this modifies stuff. Because to use a plainer coffee that we just don't like by default... yeah, also, I mean, let's be perfectly honest, these really don't taste like French vanilla. It's just like a hint of a whisper of... It's like the LaCroix of coffee.
Yeah, but some of their other flavored, like their candied almond or something, like...
Some of them are terrible.
No, it's just like, it's overwhelming,
It's
like,
true.
the smell of it, but then it doesn't really... It's a weird kind of mix of,
Is that 2 tablespoons-ish?
Yeah, I think that's plenty.
Okay. I asked if it was 2 tablespoons. She's like, I don't know if 2 tablespoons is even what we need necessarily.
That has a different color slightly.
That is kind of brown. I don't know why that's kind of brown.
No, it's supposed to be like the cinnamon and nutmeg and...
Oh, that's true. This one...
spices.
So, right out the gate, we're seeing that...
Yeah, I guess put them behind them.
Huh? What's wrong?
I said just put it behind it.
Yeah.
I guess.
So, what we're seeing right out the gate here is that the Coffee Mate is... Well, it looks like milk. This one looks like it might be
It looks
spice.
thicker.
It does look a little thicker.
Looking at the viscosity.
Yeah. People get it backwards. Low viscosity is actually faster moving liquid. So these would be high viscosity. Not everybody knows that. And I expect this to be extremely...
Liquidy?
Yeah, which it quite is.
Well, yeah, because it's almond and coconut.
Yeah, well, and it's slightly between these two in terms of color, I think. They have a similar consistency. I think this is the thickest one because it's more of a cream or whatever. Anyway.
Cream-esque.
Cream-esque indeed. So, I don't know if these... I can't really smell anything with these. I mean, it smells vaguely spiced.
It just smells sweet.
Oh.
There's a little bit of cinnamon, like a sweetness. But it just smells really sweet.
Now try this. Yeah, like a sweetened milk or cream. Now that has actual spice to it.
That smells more pumpkin-y.
That has some...
Like it
has spices
smell,
and stuff in it.
It does smell like some kind of like a pumpkin-y ice cream that you would have.
This one's faint. It's got something there. I think it's got... It has more than this.
That actually smells sweet.
It does smell sweet.
Even though it has no sugar in it.
But it's got like sucralose.
I don't think so.
Water, coconut cream, almonds, natural flavors, acacia gum, dipotassium, phosphorate, sunflower lectin, sea salt, gel, and
So
gum.
some of that is also just to make it so it's like more stable.
No, that's fair.
But I appreciate that you can actually pronounce the majority of
except
stuff.
for the majority, yeah. I mean, this one just says...
No, that actually smells really good.
Oh, this one says it's made out of dolphin milk.
No, it does not.
Oh, okay.
But it does say it's gluten-free, so...
Alright, so we're going to add some coffee to this and see where this takes us. How dark now do you all prefer your coffee? Mine should be very black as far as I'm concerned. These are actually quite light.
Yeah, they are.
But we're using smaller mugs than we usually do, more creamer than we would ever use.
That's fine.
So this is approximately, I think where we're at. Okay. So we smelled them, we've looked at them, we've given them a swirl. Are you ready?
I am very ready. I desperately need caffeine, so.
Desperately.
Yeah.
Didn't you have 2 cups today? Go ahead.
That was at like 7 a.m.
And it is now
4:30.
in the morning of the next day. You mean to tell me you didn't have coffee 7:30 a.m. yesterday?
Yeah, that was like forever ago.
It actually just tastes watered down.
Yeah.
Huh.
That almost makes me want to try it on like a little like teaspooners and then be like, what does you actually taste like?
We'll get there. Okay. Now we've got
I'm
this
kind
one.
of looking forward to that one because at least it's like
Got some
thicker.
flavor to it. Go ahead. Does it actually have flavor?
It does.
Yeah. Is it good?
It tastes like a dessert to me because it's very
Oh.
sweet.
But you get. It's not overly pumpkin, but you get.
No,
it
but
is
you
sweet.
get more. You get more of the cinnamon kind of flavoring.
Okay.
Just a tad of. I don't even know if it has nutmeg. It doesn't feel like warm enough to say that there's a lot of like clove or anything, but you definitely taste like cinnamon.
I mean, you could just as easily. Well, we'll get there. Last one is the nut pods.
Look at how dark it is. It looks so good.
I mean, it's slightly darker.
It's darker.
Sip. There we go. Oh, well, it's actually really gross.
Gross.
No, that's gross. I don't like that at all. I actually
It
find
just
gross.
doesn't taste like anything.
It doesn't. Well, no, it tastes like.
It took away the taste of the coffee.
If you enjoy the taste of coffee, and this removed the taste of the coffee. Wow, that I'm really disappointed. I was really looking forward to that one. That was actually terrible. Okay.
Do you think it would be better if like you...
I don't know. It's terrible. It's pretty
I was
bad.
gonna say if there was something like a sweetener that you could do, like monk fruit or stevia.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to speculate about something that they didn't do.
Okay.
It has no flavor. It tastes. It's not like. It's like empty of bitterness, like that I'd like from a coffee.
But see, some people don't like the bitterness of coffee.
Then don't drink coffee. I mean, the people that go to Starbucks and I'm like, I'm gonna get a triple.
Everyone that goes to Starbucks, the majority of the stuff, it's not because you
It's
like
terrible.
the coffee itself.
No, well, that's true, but because Starbucks doesn't sell coffee, they sell ice cream for adults. It's terrible. Anyway,
I mean, sometimes if you want to treat yourself, go ahead. But
yeah, okay. So we've taken a peek at these. Let's answer your question.
oh, we're just having it. No, I want to like put it on something. That I'm not gonna just.
We'll be right back when I have to go get what, shot glasses or mugs?
No, it's just
A teaspoon?
teaspoon or something.
I'll be back with the teaspoon.
So dramatic.
Ugh. So here's my thinking.
He came back with a tablespoon.
I get her a tablespoon. Here's what I'm thinking. I can pour it into your tablespoon for you,
Okay.
but if I spill it, it's going to be my fault.
So you just want.
But I probably won't spill it.
No.
But what's going to happen is instead you can pour it for your tablespoon. This way, if you spill it, it's your fault, but you're more likely to spill it than I am to spill it on you.
I'll do it. It's
You'll
fine.
do it? Okay, go ahead. So here we've got our... What the hell is this? This is the coffee meat. I gave her a tablespoon and she's...
I'm not having a whole thing.
That's fine.
You just want to taste.
Go ahead. It's almost like an eggnog.
Yeah. But it's like a watery eggnog.
Yeah. Huh.
You know what?
It's not nearly as thick, but I could just drink that.
Yeah. Weirdly enough. Or it does make sense that they have a bunch of recipes on their website that you could incorporate that into other things for it.
So it sounds like a short, is what I'm hearing.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll do a short.
Does anyone care about that? I would like to
know what we
try
can do with
something.
like leftover extra crap that we have. Most of the stuff we actually do get extra. It doesn't get wasted unless it's really bad, in which case it gets thrown out. We still have beers and a few other things sticking around
We're
previous episodes.
slowly making our way
Very
through.
slowly making our way through it. Okay. Make sure you... Oh, do you need something to rinse that
Did
off?
you also do this? To give it a chance?
Crap. I shook them before we started filming.
Oh, okay.
But just in case...
Well, we got to do it for the nut pods because I do like the idea of them. The company sounds interesting, and
that was terrible.
I do think they have some that are sweetened.
Well, that might have to be what we try next. Might have to give those guys a second shot because
I would definitely try them again. I don't know. This was. We'll see. I just don't know if it meets my current needs.
How diplomatic. Salud. Mm.
That has a lot of flavor.
That is eggnog. Almost. It's a little because of all this, I don't know. It's not chemically is not the word right, but there's something to it when you just sip it straight.
Yeah.
It's thicker. There's way more flavor, like way more spices to it.
I mean, it's definitely in there, but there is that kind of like. It's pumpkin, but not really. I feel like you get almost the taste of a graham cracker, like a graham cracker crust.
I can see that. Okay.
That's what it tastes like to me.
Nut pods. We'll give it a shake, just to make sure. I don't think I've really come across an almond or oat milk. That's not true. Oat milk actually I've had pretty good oat milk. Go to town. But I can't really say I've had an almond milk that I just love.
No, shoot. That was more than I wanted.
Well, now you get to take it all. No, it's actually gross. It's actually really gross, isn't it? It's gross, isn't it?
It's not for me. I
see. What happens is we talk about this thing.
I like the idea of a company, and you know what? I refuse to make a final judgment about them because I have not tried their sweetened variety. And right now we're doing what?
We're doing what?
These two are sweetened. That one's not sweetened.
Well, here's the thing. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't realize we got it. Here's the thing.
I didn't either. I just picked
based
it.
on what we have. Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it?
No.
No. The problem is.
I wonder if I put some sugar in it though. Would I like it?
Do you take sugar in your coffee usually?
No.
Exactly. Here's the thing, because it actually makes the coffee worse. These transform the coffee into something slightly different, and you can see where they're getting their inspiration from.
True.
This is no longer. I don't know what this is anymore, but that's not a coffee.
No, it took away the coffeeness of the coffee. Yes. So if that's what you're looking for, maybe try it and let us know.
I would even see like taking this, warming this in a little mug by itself, like kind of almost like you would a latte. Froth that out and put it in like some espresso. You can get something really interesting, I think, out of that if you use the foam.
Yeah.
Anyway, but what often happens in these videos, because you guys don't see what happens when we actually cut, and that's, we'll have these things like, oh, I disagree. I don't know. I don't think I really like it, but it's not for me, but maybe it's for you. And afterwards, we cut, we turn the camera off, and she says, that was actually really gross. I'm going to go wash my mouth. So, how do you actually feel? Will you drink this?
No.
Okay. Do you think there's something we can do with that?
Possibly,
but it's such a weird, like, thin flavor.
I would try to find different ways to just do a little bit of experimenting with it.
That's fine. I'm disappointed because I really wanted that to be awesome because of the nutritional effects.
Exactly, though. And maybe it's also like you get so used to like the added sugars, the added this, the added like. I think our palates are more geared towards that anyway, from years and years of American food.
Street food, yeah.
So I don't think it's necessarily. It has potential, I think.
So it seems very easily that the
International Delight is the best.
This is a decent. This is solid first place, solid second place, distant third. I would say even right. I mean that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, and truthfully though, like the problem with these creamers, and I think this one offsets that a little bit, is to really get if the creamer is supposed to give you a flavor to your coffee.
Yeah.
Right. To really get that flavor, you have to use kind of a lot of creamer to really get that flavor.
But I think that's what they want, right? Because then you're using more of their product.
Well, because it's really more milk than it is flavor, right? So these aren't very heavily flavored. I mean, honestly, if you wanted a pumpkin flavored mix of something, probably just get like a pumpkin spice mix, like spice, and just sprinkle that in your coffee. You're probably better off. You'll get the same flavor. Probably better seasonings without.
I think we got that kicking around somewhere. We could always try that.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, worst case, we have all the components that make a pumpkin spice. Anyway, how much do these cost? We threw out the receipt.
I thought I had it, but clearly when I was cleaning up,
I could look up like the Amazon prices of them or something, and maybe I do.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Or maybe we'll take a picture next time we go to the store. We'll probably be at the store before this goes up, so.
True.
I could always just like look at how much it's going to cost. We could do that. So,
Although they're already advertising things for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That is crazy. To be fair, though, I did buy the French's, like, little onion things,
that's true,
because
'cause-
the last 2 years I've had to order it online because it was in the store, and then everyone bought up everything, even though it was, like, a couple weeks before.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't find it. So, that's just Katie Rambles saying, hey, I got my French's for the green bean casserole.
So, I'm disappointed. Hope was dashed with this.
It's
But
such a good idea, though.
I'm really surprised with this. I am really surprised. I'm happy, almost.
Yeah.
Almost happy with how this one came out. And this one is exactly what I was expecting in a lot of ways. It's like, it's there, it adds some flavor, it makes your coffee way too light, it's fine. But this, I could totally drink that, except for the fact that it has all those carbs.
Yeah.
So, I'm probably regretting all the carbs I had today. But, I mean, even just sipping either one of these is actually tasty. Is it good for you? Almost certainly not.
There's a lot of ingredients.
There's a lot in here.
But it's
So,
okay.
Anyway,
Everything in moderation.
as they say. That is all that I have. What do you have?
Not a whole lot. I'm going
Not a whole lot? You have something?
Yes, no, I'm going to replenish
You're gonna replenish your
coffee. And I'm going to read my horror book.
There you go. And I'm going to go be a space marine probably or something. I don't know.
That sounds lovely.
So don't forget, you can find us at Kara Compares on Instagram or at rtpfilms.com/Kara Compares, or find me on twitch.tv/The Original Nyando, or on TikTok at The Original Nyando.
So many socials.
All the socials. I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie. And we will see you next time.
Have a spooky holiday.
Just drinking it straight.